What's going on, everybody? Crypto Headquarters here, and today I want to bring you guys a video about some news in cryptocurrency regarding the next crypto scam that was recently shut down and issued a cease and desist order by the Texas State Securities Board. What went into this? What was the platform? What was it selling? I'm going to be covering everything revolving around this issue and hopefully give you guys some insight into how you guys can potentially avoid these in the future. I'm going to go right into the disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. It's just simply my personal opinion. Please do your own research for investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and consult a financial advisor if necessary. With that said, let's jump right into the video. Before I jump into all of the information regarding this cryptocurrency scam and the cease and desist orders surrounding it, I do want to point out that this article was written over on Cointelegraph.com by Molly Jane Zuckerman on February 27, 2018. This will be linked down in the description of this video, just as everything that you guys see in my videos always are. So definitely check this out if you're interested. But what the heck is happening with the Texas State Securities Board and these cease and desist orders? Well, the Texas State Securities Board has issued an emergency cease and desist order on February 26 to the website known as leadinvest.com. They have issued out the cease and desist because LeadInvest has failed to cite and disclose information about its specialist cryptocurrency mining activities, as well as its fraudulently selling unlicensed securities and overall threatening immediate and irreparable harm. Already in January of this year, the Texas State Securities Board has sent two other cease and desist notices to crypto-related organizations. The first one, known as Bitconnect. This was because Bitconnect was selling unlicensed securities, and they also ordered another cease and desist order to the cryptocurrency bank known as Arise Bank for not actually being a bank, making this February 26th notice the third order of the year. So the Texas State Securities Board has been busy trying to regulate and trying to crack down on some of these lending platforms, some of these dishonest platforms that are running away and stealing people's money and are not working out in the long term. Obviously, Bitconnect was the first big one. It got a lot of notoriety and got a lot of press coverage, not even in just the cryptocurrency communities and Reddit and, these small pockets of the internet, but also mainstream media did pick up on this. I saw some news articles, talking about the whole issue that was going on that normally don't talk about cryptocurrency and blockchain. It was an issue that blew up, and since then, a lot of people have been interested and a lot more aware of these lending platforms and the things that could go wrong with them, promising returns, getting people to sign up, and, these eventual things that just end in a bad situation for everybody, but the Ponzi scheme themselves who run away with everybody's money. So the newest cease and desist order begins by detailing how all of LeadInvest staff photos are either stock images or images of other people that have no association with the company. So this is kind of funny, as if you look at their website in this screenshot, none of these people not only exist within their website, but they have no association. Like, you can type into Google stock images of business person, and one of these people may show up. I haven't done it, but that's the idea here. So they just basically copied and pasted people that have no affiliation with the company at all and said, oh, this is our business development, marketing, and operations manager, or whatever it says underneath them. So that's the first red flag there. Pretty big one, as the team behind any project or website and the transparency behind them is one of the biggest things that any person that is looking to invest or put any sort of money into anything should look for. So there's the first red flag. Secondly, the website is still active, but it contains older numbers for cryptocurrency prices, like citing Bitcoin's all-time highs of $1,000 in 2014 as the last price point under the cryptocurrency section, although different parts of the site have shown more updated numbers. Second red flag, they're showing Bitcoin all-time highs of $1,000. Right now, as this video is being made, Bitcoin is over $10,000, and that's going to become dated over time here, whether it goes up and down. But $1,000, it's 10 times that price. So there's your second red flag as well. A pretty big one there. Third, the cease and desist order adds that LeadInvest agents are told they receive a 10% commission for all new clients that use the referral link, and the LeadInvest and that LeadInvest is violating security laws by recruiting individuals who are not registered with the security commissioner to act as its agents. So basically what's happening is LeadInvest agents are told that they receive a 10% commission for getting new people to sign up using the referral link for the LeadInvest platform and website. Well, what's wrong with this? Well, first off, you can't recruit individuals who are not registered with the security commissioner and then act as agents. You can't do that. That's illegal. They're violating security laws. So that is the third red flag there. As we continue down this laundry list of reasons that this cease and desist order was issued to Lead Invest, they also claim that their founding in May of 2010, then they moved their Bitcoin mining to Iceland due to access to geothermal and hydroelectric energy. The cease and desist letter writes that Lead Invest intentionally does not disclose information about its mining rigs, as well as the risks associated with crypto mining. So again, they are not being transparent, just like their team. They're lying about that. They are not disclosing any information about its mining rigs or even the risks associated with crypto mining. As some people might get, the idea that, oh, it's super simple, super easy, go spend all this money on something that they don't understand. So the fact that there are a ton of risks associated with that, and they aren't being transparent about that, as well as even what they're doing with cryptocurrency mining, is another red flag. It goes on to talk about how Iceland is experiencing a crypto boom of miners coming to the island for access to both forms of alternative energy and the natural colder climate. So there are advantages there. It makes sense. They're just not being transparent about it in any way, shape, or form. According to data from Lead Invest websites, more than 190,000 accounts have been created, and more than 177 million has been invested into their system. The Texas State Security Board writes that Lead Invest has been deliberately not disclosing the use of funds that investors have given. Right there, you guys have something, that is the most important thing to take away from this video, probably. There are 190,000 accounts that have been created and over $177 million invested into their system. A ton of money and a ton of people potentially affected. The website does not disclose where these funds have gone. These funds could be disappeared. They could be in an offshore account halfway across the world. They could still be sitting in the website. Unlikely, but they could. But the fact there is no information for what these funds or where these funds or how they're being used from investors are right now is, a huge red flag, and in and of itself is one of the reasons, is one of the biggest reasons that the cease and desist order was given. And when you combine it with all the other shady stuff this website was doing at leadinvest.com, you guys can understand why Texas would be skeptical and why, they're afraid that people are going to lose money by, this platform due to everything and all the misleading and information that they've given out. So finally, the cease and desist letter ends by citing misleading and deceptive statements made about the identities of people associated with Lead Invest and the statements on the website that promise that investors are adhering to the laws and regulations, which Texas says they aren't. So basically, they cite misleading and deceptive statements made about the identities of people associated with Lead Invest, and the statements on their website promise investors they're adhering to laws and regulations. So basically, these fake people that aren't actually associated with Lead Invest, on their website, they say that they are going to promise everyone who looks at it that they adhere to all these laws and regulations. They've done the paperwork, they've done the filing, they have everything, up to date, and they're doing it by the book, when in fact Texas says they are not. And you guys can get that idea just by looking at the laundry list of reasons the cease and desist order was issued, as this is the last part that they list in the article about it. However, it's not the first. You could come to this conclusion in other ways, that they aren't being honest or adhering to laws and regulations. So Lead Invest, with the cease and desist order, they must cease all activities related to selling securities, acting as a securities dealer, fraudulently offering securities, misleadingly offering securities, as per the cease and desist order. So they basically can't do anything, and Lead Invest has not responded for requests for comment by press time. So Lead Invest does not want to say anything to anybody about this. They want to stay under the radar, and probably for good reason. They don't want anybody knowing about this. If they can, they probably want to take off and run with the money, but hopefully they don't. Hopefully some people are able to get their money back. However, with cryptocurrency and the fact that, one of the biggest things is it's not regulated, there is a ton of risk. You have to really know what you're doing in this space. However, Texas is trying to step in, and they are trying to save investors and people who really don't know what they're getting into from losing a ton of money via these lending platforms. Obviously, the first big blow up was the Bitconnect kind of lending platform, and that whole issue blowing up. And there are a bunch of people, I'd say a few people I've seen in YouTube videos throughout YouTube from content creators, basically just outlining that there's a group of people actually suing some of the promoters of Bitconnect on YouTube for losing all of their money. This is money ranging from $50,000 to $100,000 and even more. And basically they want to sue the promoters. Don't quote me on this because it's been a little while since I've watched these videos, but they want to sue these promoters of the Bitconnect platform, for misleading them and, potentially putting their money at risk here and believing them. And, I'm going to be interested to see how that actually comes out here in the future and how they handle that specific case, because it's a tricky issue, because nobody knows who's behind Bitconnect. Nobody knows any names behind the actual platform itself. It was run pretty much anonymously in that regard, so that's why they were able to do what they do. However, it is going to be interesting to see, and hopefully some of those people get their money back in some way, shape, or form, from the right people. But at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed in cryptocurrency, despite the fact that there has been some increase in the regulations, across the United States that, is looking to stop these potential scams from taking over again and taking people's money. But I've rambled on enough. That is going to do it for the video today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something, and I'm going to cut to the outro here. That's going to do it for the video today, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting on my channel, so thank you guys so much for that. I just want to create this video today to inform you guys about what's going on in the cryptocurrency community, as well as what's going on in regards to cryptocurrency news. These scam and lending platforms that are getting shut down are a hot topic right now, especially after the whole Bitconnect incident. And I wanted to show you guys how the other ones are getting shut down, perhaps give some insight into the patterns between them all, so you guys can avoid making these mistakes in the future, as well as you guys might just find this interesting as I do, from that standpoint too. So I'm going to jump right into the disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. It's just simply my personal opinion. Please do your own research for investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Consult a financial advisor if necessary. Again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and have a great day.